In 1807, the world celebrated. Britain banned the slave trade, other nations followed, church bells rang, politicians applauded, history books declared slavery was ending. But here's the question no one asked. Were black people truly free? Or was slavery simply renamed? Because for millions, chains didn't disappear, they just changed shape. By the early 1800s, pressure mounted against the transatlantic slave trade. Britain banned it in 1807. The United States followed in 1808. Other European powers soon agreed. Naval patrols hunted slave ships, ports closed, auctions slowed. But here's the truth most don't tell you. Ending the trade did not end slavery. Over 4 million enslaved Africans were still held in the Americas. Plantations still demanded labor. Colonial economies still depended on black bodies. The system wasn't dismantled, it adapted. After abolition, enslavers faced a problem. How do you control people without calling them slaves? The solution? Indentured labor, apprenticeship systems, forced contracts, vagrancy laws. In the Caribbean, apprentices worked unpaid for years. In Africa, colonial governments forced people into labor camps. In the United States, black people were arrested for minor offenses and leased back to plantations. This was freedom on paper, but bondage in reality. The end of the slave trade didn't save Africa. Instead, it opened the door to something worse. European powers now said, "We don't need slaves, we'll take the land." Colonialism exploded. Forced labor was used to build railroads. Rubber, cotton, and minerals were extracted, at a staggering scale. Entire villages were controlled by violence. Africa lost people, resources, and power, all under the banner of so-called civilization, and the trade ended, but the exploitation didn't. Here's the bitter truth. Slave owners were compensated. Enslaved people were not. Colonial powers grew richer, while black communities were left landless, traumatized, and poor. Freedom arrived without justice. Abolition happened without repair. History moved on, but honestly, the damage remained. So ask yourself, was abolition a moral victory or a strategic move to protect power? Did slavery truly end, or did it evolve into something, harder to see? Because if freedom came without equality, was it freedom at all?